This is a general video about how to correctly use the maintenance dashboard and all its features. So, first of all, please make sure that if you want to create schedules with frequency in miles, let's say we would like to create an oil change schedule. Oil change for Volvo trucks with a frequency in miles, let's say at every 15,000 miles. Then, in this case, if we apply this schedule for a vehicle, let's say we apply it for this Volvo, we have to put here the last mileage when the oil service has been performed, the oil change, and the system will show us the next mileage when we have to redo the oil change. And if we go to this truck, okay, we can see that its status is at 0%, and it has 0 miles left. That's because we don't have any ELD provider and we do not have any data for mileage for this truck. We can set this mileage manually, but normally you do not want to set it on a daily basis manually. So to not do this, you have to connect the truck to an ELD provider. You can see the list of ELD providers if you go to the settings of your organization. You go to external APIs and you click on connect ELD providers. So you can see here the list of providers supported, of ELD providers supported at this moment. Some other important things to mention on this is that every time that you open a repair ticket, make sure that you select the tasks from the list, okay, which means that every time when you set the repair order as closed, this schedule will be reset. So in this case we can reset it, okay, and you can see normally if your truck is connected to an ELD, you can click on get miles and the system will try to check if there is any mileage available for this date. Let's say that we choose another date, for example. So you have to click on get miles to get the miles on this date, but unfortunately this truck is not connected to ELD, so we will have to put the mileage manually. So let's say that we've done the oil change at 170,000 miles. We can save the order, and if we go to this truck, you can see that now the next service should be at 185 miles. Again, you don't want to set manually the miles every time. So for this you have to connect the truck to an ELD. Some other things to mention here is that every time you create an issue and you add it to a repair and then you close the repair order, then the issue is automatically deleted from this list. So please make sure that if the order, for example this order, okay, so if let's say that it was a coolant leak and the mechanic could not solve this issue, then before closing the ticket you have to delete this issue from here, or you can add here a note that coolant leak could not be solved. Okay, you can save the order, and we can add you can add again the issue for this truck. So we have an issue for the truck 111, and the issue is an engine category, and it's a coolant leak. Could not be solved at previous shop. Okay, so in this case you see that the issue is here. Otherwise you may lose this information, and next time when you send this truck to a shop, you may not be aware that it has an issue with coolant leak. Okay, that's all.